Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We'll start the front page review with The Nation. Major headline, Tinubu vows to rebuild, restore, flood hit Mokwa. Let me just give you the tragedy in figures. The death toll hit 208. Missing people currently 84. 13,354 people were affected by this flood. 186 were injured. 4,534 displaced, 265 houses damaged, 2 roads, 5 bridges damaged. This is really bad. So put the people of Mokwa in your prayers. Some people don't know how bad it was. Moving on to other stories. Why I visited President by Bakari, I desire a great nation. PDP, our focus is unity of members, not coalition. South-South should rally around Akpabio, says a mockery. Oando deepens upstream investment with $375 million deal. So what story are we starting with?
All right, just to touchlight the story more concerning the Mokwa flooding, we will rebuild, we will restore the vibrancy for which Mokwa is known. This was the message of hope, and the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, shared with the people of Mokwa, who have lost over 207 of their loved ones, and hundreds of houses have been swept away by this sad flooding. He has also announced 2 billion naira for the reconstruction of the affected communities and directed that 20 trucks of loaded grains be dispatched to the actual victims of the disaster. He has also ordered the Environment Minister Balarabe Lawal to relocate to the state to ensure the immediate intervention under the ACReSAL, which is Agro-Climatic Resilience, in Semi-Arid Landscapes drainage project in Mokwa town. Now, the distribution of the food items to the victims is to be done in collaboration with the village head, Mohammed Shaba. Now, the state government currently has put the death toll at 208, with 84 people missing. And they have also reported that 13,354 people have been impacted by the flood. Now, addressing the people, the Vice President has said that they are currently trying to swing into immediate action to assess the damage and to provide necessary support to aid recovery. He also described Mokwa as a town of national significance whose loss is felt far beyond Niger State. He says that Mokwa has always stood as a vital crossroads in Nigeria's geography and commerce, and so this makes their pain a shared national burden. He has also, the governor of the state has appealed, however, for the rehabilitation of the Jaba-Mokwa-Bida road to ease transportation challenges. This is in no small measure such a disastrous event.
Very bad.
And I like the fact that the presidency has also issued statements to the fact that beyond tackling the fallout of this flooding, they're also going to look into measures that can mitigate the reoccurrences of disasters like this. To what end these measures will be very proactive in enforcement, I do not know, but my heart really goes out to these people. And
yeah, so I have the story of why Bakari, he said why he visited the president. They said the founder of the Citadel Global Community Church, Pastor Dunde Bakari, visited the president at his private residence in Ikoyi. He said he went there and he said he desires to see a country that works in his lifetime. According to him, he shared with the president his personal vision for a Nigeria that works for all its citizens. And he said, and I quote, "My vision is to see a nation that works, and those things, all the things I've discussed with Mr. President, they are not hidden things." And then, of course, they said some of the substance of their conversation will remain private. And they said they said why he visited, and some of the reasons why he visited they didn't disclose them much. But he said, "In my life, I have learned that when you discuss with person in charge, you leave it to him to do whatsoever he wills with what you have suggested." So he said, "I am glad that he received me well. I trust that God will help our nation."
I love the idea of working together. You can't say, there's nothing wrong with anybody visiting the president. It doesn't have to be anything negative. It could just be about, like he said, a great nation would come from everybody working together. But you have...
Yeah, I do. So the PDP yesterday reiterated its objection to the coalition talks being spearheaded by the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar. As we know, he was the 2023 presidential candidate. for PDP. So the National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, while speaking with reporters at the PDP Secretariat in Abuja, says that they said he fired salvos at APC, saying that the defections to the ruling party would not save them from defeat in 2027. So shots fired. And then he said that, and then we also have the PDP Reconciliation Panel Chairman, Senator Bukola Saraki. He described the opposition party as a viable platform. He predicted that the party will bounce back in Kwara State in 2027, urging chieftains to gird their loins. As we know, those who have been talking about this coalition mentioned former Minister Transportation Rotimi Amechi, former Kaduna State Governor, and a few others. And they had converged. PDP governors had converged in Ibadan, and they disowned these coalition talks. They said that that instead of talking about the coalition, all those who are talking about coalition should just join the PDP instead, and then they'll work together to wrest power from the APC. They say that right now PDP's main focus is not about coalition, it's about the unity of the party. It's important for Nigeria to have a conversation about how to get this APC out of government. And also they're saying that they've always been big on the constitution and the right way to do things, and that is what they're focusing on, and they are not really backing Atiku Abubakar on his conversations around coalitions.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll continue with the front page review. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.